football champion.
By some hard-hitting, tough football. I just hope they give us a contest, okay? Let's go, ready? It's a proud feeling, and it's all resulted because of, as Frank Steele was mentioned before, the boys did it. The reason for success was the commitment to the goal that we set at the beginning of the season, and we took it step by step. And we took the setback at Goldendale in stride as a step, and it was. Each week, each game was one step towards being a better ball club, and I can say that they did that each week until we got to the top of the ladder.
Like an artist beginning a painting, the 1989 Toppenish Wildcats took shape slowly, developing stroke by stroke into an eventual masterpiece. Now, if Coach Bob Winters was Da Vinci, then Riker Labby and the rest of the Toppenish offensive line was indeed the Mona Lisa.
Labby, left, cuts it back up the middle, touchdown Wildcats! The give, Castillo, dives, touchdown Wildcats!
Game after game, the brutal assault of the Toppenish ground attack and an unforgiving defense forced surrender on all who dared to challenge them. However, for all great teams, there is always going to be a Waterloo.
And well, we felt we were the best, and so we worked hard to try to prove that we were the best. And that game almost shattered us, but it just couldn't completely shatter us because we had too much heart.
The rest of the Valley A-League expected the loss to Goldendale to drop the once mighty and fourth-ranked Wildcats into the abyss of also-rans.
Connell, because it was a hard game all the way, and they hit pretty hard, you know. And we weren't really playing well in the league as well as we've been playing in the playoffs, and we finally got a little bit of a challenge. He made us play really hard.
Labby across the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. He's got a room. Right to Labby. Breaks tackle. Right over the net. He's on. 40, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
had one last chance, but Brandon Hughes slammed the door on the Eagles.
So our scouting report said that DJ Search was the main guy, you know, and we kind of keyed on him a little bit, you know. And I just seen him breaking across the middle and stepped right in front.
Webster's defines champion as one who does battle for honor. The Wildcats defended their honor and proved themselves again and again to those who could only dream of a championship.
Was a team that we were set on beating, and we knew they had the capability to beat us, but they just didn't quite do it.
The Cats were in a festive mood for their first-round playoff game against Deer Park, and it was Steve Bookholder who served as master of ceremonies.
He's got a man open! He throws it short! Time to touchdown! 30! 40! 40! He's gonna score! I don't believe it! 30! 12!
I didn't expect to catch that pass. It happened so quick, bro.
Toppenish, can they convert? Labby takes it! Labby may have 6! 5! Touchdown Toppenish! Michael Labby again! I don't believe it!
Deer Park must have felt like an uninvited guest early, as Toppenish took a 2-touchdown lead. But the Stags put on a late first-half comeback. And after this block punt return for 6, the game was even. For a team that has never tasted victory in a playoff game, it was beginning to look like yet another disappointing end to a promising season. But this hungry young group of players once again defended their honor like champions.
Gives to Labby. Labby scoots it on. Close. He is very close. Inching in. Touchdown! Toppenish Wildcats.
This interception by Ernest Timantois helped set up shop for the offense, which then controlled the rest of the game, giving Coach Bob Winters his first playoff win in 19 years.
Castillo, touchdown! Toppenish Wildcats. Whoa, baby! As they lit it up today for 44 points, Booker.
The pros with the champagne going everywhere and stuff, but I know there was a lot of yelling and, you know, I don't know, just great bunch of guys congratulating each other, going wild, and yeah, we won, all right.
We just wanted to play well enough to win and beat Deer Park. As it turned out, we had a great game against Deer Park and beat them rather handily. And I know I felt real good about it, and I felt good about getting the monkey off my back as not having won any playoff games.
The Toppenish Colfax game featured some of the most fierce hitting of the playoffs.
I think against Colfax, we had, it was a lot tougher for me to get the extra yards. They would hit, and they would get you down before you could drag them for a yard or two.
With Colfax leading 7-0, Jaime Castillo and Ken White came up with a jump start that the Wildcats offense needed.
We just had a good game.
for the occasion, didn't give up on the play. He just kept following with intention of getting the quarterback, thinking if I didn't give up, I would get him.
Wide receiver out wide to the right. That's Time and Swap. Bookholder looking. It's going to be a screen pass. Labby gets it. He's got a few blockers. If he can break a tackle across the 15, inside around the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Formation to the left. Second down goal from the 5. The give. Labby trying to get outside. Cuts it inside. Touchdown Toppenish. Riker Labby with the 6 points. And the Toppenish Wildcat get on the scoreboard. It is 7-6.
The Bulldogs' defense made few mistakes. On those rare occasions, though, Riker Labby took advantage.
Toppenish will have a touchdown and the lead in the quarterfinal game. Riker Labby goes the distance. 57 yards for Riker Labby and a touch.
The Toppenish defense frustrated the Bulldog offense the rest of the game, forcing Colfax to abandon their game plan and attempt to fly the unfriendly skies of the Wildcat secondary. The Toppenish offense then put this quarterfinal game away with a 98-yard fourth-quarter drive.
Well, it just seems like every play that we were working towards something, we have a goal, and if you block good enough for that play, then you just follow the line in your goal.
As the line blocked, Rod Treese coming off a shoulder injury, and Riker Labby put forth efforts that legends are made of.
So we just kind of rolled down the field. It'd be 3rd and about 4, and I just tell the guys they need a little bit of extra effort right here, and they put out a little bit of extra effort there, and we get the first down and go from there.
We're running weak side left. He's going around the right. He throws one. He's got it. Touchdown. Nobody might not believe it. Trees. Rodney's in there for the 2, and then they put it away. It's 22-13, a 9-point lead with 3:58 left.
They're beating up on people, and when you go against big guys like that, I guess we were just tougher than them. They didn't think that we'd hurt them. I guess they never got beat up before either.
Hello to everybody in Central Washington State that's listening to the semifinal broadcast from Temple Stadium.
The first 3, beating Freda was the best because, 50 games they hadn't lost one or something like that. 3 years in a row they'd gone to the King Bowl. That was the team that we always pictured in the King Bowl. That was the team that we always figured was the best, and beating them was great.
A big play for Toppenish. He's trying to hold him here. The pitch going wide. He is going to be dropped. What a great play! That is Vinegar. Terrace dropping the save for about a 3-yard loss of the first down.
As a sophomore, just getting a chance to play was a thrill, especially playing through this group of guys, and just great guys,
All I could do is really just try to take out a few blockers and hope somebody else tackles the running back. And that fullback was coming right at me too. And I don't know, I kind of liked it. It made me feel like a warrior out there or something.
after the first play of the game, I had a Riker and he gained about 10 yards. I thought, well, these guys are done for already, so it really didn't affect me any, and we thrashed them pretty good.
Knocking at the door of the first-ranked Beta Tigers. Bobby is in! Touchdown, Toppenish! Holy Toledo! Power side right. Pitch Labby. Labby around the right hand. Labby to the 10. He's to the 5. He is in! Touchdown, Toppenish! Michael Labby! Oh, my! Bookholder. Yes, Labby. Labby is in! Touchdown! Toppenish may be on our way! We may be very well on our way to King Bowl 13!
Never in the history of Wildcat football has a defense so thoroughly destroyed an opponent as did happen on this glorious Saturday afternoon against Ephrata.
The quarterback gives off. There's a ball loose. Toppenish has it. Toppenish recovers the fumble. is going to be an onside kick to the left side. The kick is fielded. At the 30, 35, touchdown Toppenish! It's backfires on Alfredo. Do you believe in miracles? We just may have one for you right here at Zephyr Stadium. The crowd for Toppenish, Jerry, they're going nuts. The coolest guys you ever seen are in Seattle, Jerry. It's Kickball 13.
I don't know when, I remember that game, it was cold the day that day, and I remember going up to that game, but I don't know, just unbelievable. Never thought it could happen, 55-7, and then we come out ahead, and when we played them as seniors, and I don't know.
The dream for all teams is to find their way to the Emerald City and the concrete dome that lies within. For there, great teams are created and destinies fulfilled.
Butterflies, I had to go to the bathroom a couple of times, and when I walked out there, I just totally got psyched up, and then suddenly I just wanted to play. Then when I got in first kickoff and the game started, and I was totally there for it, and I just wanted to hit someone.
On the first play of the game, destiny jumped in the lap of the Toppenish Wildcats as Steve Bookholder threw this record-breaking 81-yard touchdown pass to Orlando Lara.
Mr. Williams and I had talked about a play pass like Wednesday, but then I don't know if I talked him out of it, but he said, well, I think it was more of, I talked to him about it, and then we were going, but then we go, now we'll just run it then.
It just seemed like another score, really. Just out of the scoreboard and just help us to the win.
But Charles Wright had their own ideas about destiny and put their faith in the powerful right arm of Mark Whitmire. After this extra point, the Terriers led 7-6. For most of the rest of this championship, the Kingdome was echoing with the sounds of thunder. Finally, a pass interference penalty on Mark Whitmire cleared the way for a Toppenish touchdown.
Oh my goodness! Steven Bookholder, an incredible play!
Bookholder continued to find Riker Labby, Riker Labby continued to find holes in the Charles Wright defense. Terriers kicked this field goal at the end of the first half to stay close. Charles Wright, led by quarterback Mark Whitmire, came out of the locker room at the half, breathing fire. However, the Toppenish defense all season long had been making big play after big play, and on fourth down, were able to stop the Charles Wright drive. In the fourth quarter, the Charles Wright Terriers made one final drive for the championship.
It's a handoff, back play, touchdown, Charles Wright. Boom, Buster. Ball goes in. 2:16 left in the fourth and final quarter.
I went out at half that last time out, and one of the first things I said was, what a great game. Gosh, it's exciting. Here we are. It comes down to somebody making a big play to win the state championship. And if he comes your way, make him pay and get a big play. And I just tried to get the point across, and they all knew that number 11 was going to carry it, And whether they were hoping they were going to come his way or our way or not, I don't know about that. But they rose to the challenge, and that's the mark of a competitor. And sometimes you can't coach that. Some guys just thrive on it.
This could be for the championship. 2:16 left. He rolls right. They stopped him.
Defensive end, Jeff Johnson or Kenny White, I can't remember which one, just brought him in, and I think Orlando Laura, the other linebacker, I think kind of tripped him up once, and I hit him once, and then the rest of the defense got there. And
what was the feeling right afterwards?
Just great.
After Orlando Lara recovered this onside kick, it was time for Riker Labby to score one final time in King Bowl 13.
The pitch left side, Labby. Labby has a little bit of room. He takes from behind, cuts, gets the angle, 40, 45, he may be gone, 20, for the Toppenish Wildcat, over the tip. Now, Whitmire back, 3rd and 1. There's Law about here. He is picked up. It's a touchdown. Very close. 30, 25, 20. Oh, he's got one man to beat. He stumbles over his own feet at the 14.
Pretty good angle on me. So I thought if I'd slow down, stutter step a little bit, and go behind him, I would have a sure 6 points, but I never got the chance to go back. I tripped and fell.
They give it to Rodney. Rodney Trees is in. Touchdown. Rodney Trees. It's his miracle dream.
During the games, crucial situations, he'd be yelling at us, wedge, give me the ball on the wedge. And I saw that time, if I could see Rod score that touchdown at that situation, would be the capper for his career at the high school level.
In the huddle house thinking, oh man, I'm not going to get a touchdown because last time we were down that close, they were really stuffed up in the middle. And then I seen that they weren't stuffed up, and I started getting excited. And I went through there and I hit that guy, and I spun and I saw the goal line. And my eyes just lit up, and I knew I had to get in there. I did.
There are many times when we win or lose in the course of our lives. Many titles that we so proudly wear. But none so rare as that of state champion.